47th President of the United States. Thank you. Under Kamala Harris, you've seen the Department of Justice target parents at school board meetings. Have you ever seen anything like it? They're like the enemy. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. These great people, they just want their children to be treated reasonably well. And the FBI would send spies into Catholic churches. I don't know how many Catholics are here, but if you're Catholic, there is no way you can be voting for these people. These people are a nightmare. I don't know what they have against Catholics, but Catholics are treated worse than anybody. So, and by the way, evangelicals are next. You can bet on it. Evangelicals are next, but they label Catholics as potential domestic terrorists, and the fact is that they'll be coming after you soon. These people are sick. These people are very sick people. Christians will not be safe with Kamala Harris as President of the United States. It's not even thinkable. She's going to deal with President Xi of China? I don't think so. I know him very well. He's a very fierce man. Putin, all of these people, I know them all very well. And we'll end up in Third World War because they have no idea. They have no idea. We're not going to have a Third World War, but if they get in, I think that we will have a Third World War. Out of stupidity, out of absolute stupidity. Think of it. Putin would have never, ever attacked Ukraine if I were president. All of those people that are now dead would not be dead. All of those cities that are knocked to the ground with those magnificent domed towers that are laying on the side, shattered into 1 million pieces, all of that would be up right now. You take a look at those cities, they've been bombed, there's nothing standing, there's literally not a building standing in many of them. As soon as I take the oath of office, I will stop Kamala Harris' weaponization of law enforcement against Americans of faith. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And, you know, did you ever notice? So it's Kamala Harris. Nobody knows who the hell Harris is, right? Do you ever say, and we're going to stop Harris? They all go, who's Harris? It's a weird thing. You'd think your name would be, but isn't it true? Nobody knows who Harris is, so we'll call her Kamala. It's a weird thing. Lots of strange things take place in politics, don't they? But I will create a new federal task force on fighting anti-Christian bias. That'll be done immediately. And I think it's very important for the people in this room to know, like Dr. Ben Carson knows, Americans of faith are not a threat to our country. Americans of faith are the soul of our country, right? I will once again appoint rock-solid pro-constitutional judges to faithfully interpret the law and the Constitution. You know, the 300 judges that we appointed changed the whole, I mean, it was so bad. It was so bad what was happening out there. And these are great people, and they're fair people, and they do the right thing. We believe in the First Amendment rights of freedom of worship and freedom of speech. And I will deliver universal school choice, empowering every parent to send their child to the public, private, charter, or religious school that is right for them. And I will allow homeschool parents to spend $10,000 a year tax-free on costs associated with their children's education. Under the Trump administration, we will return patriotic education to our schools. That's okay. That's a good thing. Kamala Harris supports the 1619 Project. Think of that. She supports it strongly, that teaches children to hate their country. That's what it does. The 1619 Project was condemned by every historian, and yet Kamala Harris's administration tried to push it into schools all across America. She fought very hard for that. She also fought very hard for the people that burned down Minneapolis, that were literally at war in Minnesota with one of the worst governors. I cannot believe this guy's a governor. Can you imagine him as a president? He is a wackadoo. And by the way, how good did J.D. Vance do in exposing him? They lie about everything. You know, they were going today, every single thing, every single thing, they say it's the opposite. Project 2025, Trump loves it, he loves it, he loves it. They just say it, and I've totally disavowed it. A group of people went in, I don't know what they did. I said specifically, I refuse to read it, but every time they get up, they say everything that I've disavowed. They go on again and again and again, and the radical left people that are listening to them just let them talk, and they know it's all a big lie, but they just lie. I've never seen anything like it. You know, I've had some political opponents before. I've never seen, even crooked Hillary didn't lie like these people, and she lied a lot. But these people are going, I actually think they're choking, because I watched today, every single thing that I've said, no, 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 they say, he said, yes, 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 like point after point. And no, there's something going on in their heads. Perhaps it's Trump derangement syndrome. It's horrible. Or perhaps they know they're losing because we're doing very well. They know how well we're doing. Even the fake news, and that's a lot of fake news back there, Ben. The fake news knows how well we're doing. Isn't it sad that we have to rely on the gambling? The gamblers are the ones that are the only ones that want to say it. They're the ones. 65%. No, they know, but we're going to just let it wait. And I really think we're going to have maybe one of the greatest victories in the history of our country. The history of our country. On day one, I will sign an executive order banning schools from promoting critical race theory or transgender insanity. I will take historic action to defeat the toxic poison of gender ideology and reaffirm that God created two genders, male and female. I will keep men out of women's sports. I will sign a law banning child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. Won't happen anymore. And we will proudly say Merry Christmas again.